Are you looking to make some extra money on the side? Check out these 6 side hustles that you can do without a college degree. Let's get into it. Hey, what's up you guys? Lukas here from excelwealth.com. Good that you joined in today, because in today's video, we will go through 6 side hustles that you can do without a college degree that could get you up to $200 per hour, which is not a bad idea and not a bad deal. Now, before we get into it, of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button, because that's our way how we can grow our community. Okay, let's get into it. Now, number 1 on this list of side hustles is, in this case, domains. Now, you might be thinking, domains? Well, it's very simple, of course. Every time you use Google, you look for a certain search term to find a certain website. Well, the cool part is this. You can also purchase any kind of domain on the internet. And the coolest part is, if you have a certain keyword, if you have a certain domain that other people want to buy, hey, you can put it up for sale, and all of a sudden, you can make big bucks selling off domains. Now, the thing is, of course, if you want to register a domain, this is somewhere between like $1 per month, maybe up to $5 per month. So you do have to think about this. You have to put in money to be able to make off money. Now, the simplest part is you can register a certain domain which has like 1 or 2 keywords that could be, you know, the next big thing. Take a look at Instagram. There are people out there who want to buy an Instagram username, for example, because you have a certain unique username, a certain domain that other people want to buy. If you have those unique domain names, all of a sudden you can sell them off. Now, to give you an example, in the past I actually bought, sounds very silly maybe, but my dad always had pigeons at home. So my dad always asked me, Lukas, can you buy me the domain pigeons.nl? Now in Dutch it's duiven. So we bought that domain back then for I think $2 per month or so. So it wasn't a big investment. So we bought the domain, and my dad would, show some pigeons on the website. But the cool part is we have a city here in the Netherlands also called Duiven, which is translated into English as pigeons. Well, the city is called Pigeons, so I can't do anything about that, okay? So, so the thing is, the municipality of that city actually reached out to me saying, you know what, can we buy the domain from you? And we were already spending $2 per month, and we had the domain for, 2 years or so. So we spent $50 already, and they were like, we'll offer you $1,000 to buy the domain from you. Now, I'll tell you this, if there are people reaching out to you wanting to buy stuff from you because you own it, do a negotiation. You know what we did? We said, you know what? For $5,000, we'll sell the domain to you. All of a sudden, the municipality was, you know what? Can we meet halfway? And of course, $2,500 for just a domain that we purchased for $50? Absolutely. That's just the power of negotiation. So all of a sudden, we got $2,500 for a domain that we owned, and we sold off a domain that made a lot of money in comparison, of course. It's not a lot of money, like $2.5 million or so, but it made a lot of money if you compare it like this, because you just input $50 and all of a sudden you get $2,500. Think about it, yeah? So think about it. Domains is a very fun way to get yourself rolling. Now, I'm not telling you to buy, 1,000 domains all of a sudden and start hoping that you'll sell off domains like crazy. It's not going to happen like that, okay? So you really have to look into the niche, and sometimes it's just it's a coincidence that you meet a good one and that you can sell off really well. Number 2 on this list is English speaking. Now, you might be thinking, English speaking? Yeah, it's like an English-speaking course. The fun part is there are different kinds of websites, for example, like QKids and Cambly. They actually offer the opportunity to their users to be able to talk to people who are, for example, native in the English language. Now, why do you think this might be a market? Well, I'll tell you this. There are a lot of kids in China who are wanting to learn some English. Now, these websites offer the service to connect these two people together. People who can speak English, of course, and people who are wanting to find a partner who can speak English to them. It's not even about teaching English. I'm not even saying that you should teach English grammar to these children who are in primary school. It's not about that. It's about you gotta find a speaking partner in English who is native in English. Now you can actually set your level in English at a certain level. You can be intermediate, you can be advanced, you can be a beginner. But the thing is, these kids in Asia, they just want to have an English speaking person who can just talk to them in English, for example, like half an hour a day or maybe 2 days a week, depending on what your schedule is. Now the cool part about this platform, they maybe charge you $5 for 20 minutes. Now that's very simply money. The only thing is you need to talk about something. You can just talk to these kids. It's very low key, it's very easy, there's nothing formal to it. Yes, they do hire you through a certain platform, but the only thing is you just need to talk to them and they're just willingly to give you money when you speak English to their kids. It's just about fun, you know. There are certain themes, you can use their programs on their websites. It's a real cool part to talk to Asian kids just really wanting to learn some English, and you just need to speak English. That's the coolest part. Nothing hard about it. So it's a cool way to make a side hustle, and since there is so many hours difference, I don't know where you live of course, but I live in the Netherlands, there's like 7 hours difference between China and here in the Netherlands. So yeah, you could do your evening hours, you could do your morning hours, depending on what you put in your schedule and your calendar. They'll just book in hours with you to talk to you, and you can make some money on the side. Number 3 on this list is, of course, as you can see, study guides. Now you might be thinking, study guides? What does Lucas mean about study guides? Well, the first thing is, if you're in university, if you're in college, you have all these books that you have to go through. You have to do all the work if you want to learn all the knowledge in those books. You know what the cool part is? Is hitting that like button if you haven't done it yet, of course. And next to that, of course, you can actually, there are services that actually summarize study books, that summarize educational books. Now, what do you do with a summary? You can sell them off through a university platform. The moment you actually have all the summary of all those study books and study guides, what you will do is you'll sell off the information to the university platform, and the university platform will distribute them to the students who actually need them, and they can actually just buy the knowledge from them again. In the end, what happens is you've done all the work anyway. So if you like reading, for example, if you like checking out all the material, you can learn a lot by checking out the material yourself. The moment you're summarizing the stuff, sell it off to the university platform, and the university will distribute it for you, and that's a way how you can make money as well. Next to all the material that you learn from the books as well, of course. Warren Buffett reads every day, and this is how he gets his knowledge as well. Well, this is how you can get your knowledge as well. Talking about reading, have you checked out my latest book? My book on how to invest 2 minutes on the stock market and make money. Check out my book, because it's now on sale on Amazon. Go check it out. So the selling off these guides actually can get you like $2 per guide, and maybe up to $25 per guide, depending on how good the guide is, and of course, and how much the demand is for your study guide. So you got to be very clear on which books you're going to summarize, which books you're going to create as a study guide for possible future students. And there are a lot of students in different kinds of universities, and each university and college has these platforms to sell these study guides. Go check them out. Now, number 4 on this list, as you can see, is clarity.fm. Now you might be thinking, FM, is that like a radio station? Well, it kind of is. And the fun part is, we're still in the talking area, because clarity.fm is actually a talking platform. If you're a starter in a business, well, the cool part is there are a lot of business people on clarity.fm. And actually, if you need some help, there are a lot of people you can reach out to. You pay per minute to these people. Now, you can enroll yourself as a business advisor. You can just put your name on there, and they will actually just say, hey, Lucas here actually has knowledge on, for example, real estate business, and this is where you get it from. You can actually just call him, you can actually book a call with him, and you pay per minute. This could be from $1 per minute up to maybe $10 or $15 per minute. Well, think about it. We're talking about per minute. And of course, in the end of the day, we're talking about delivering quality. Since, you know, we're just talking. It's of course different than speaking English to those Asian kids. It's of course giving business value, and it's your job to help these people out in an effective and efficient way so that they will think, hey, this dude is a great guy and I want to call him more often if I want to have some business advice. And hey, for the price he's asking, he's over delivering already. And that's what you really want to, of course. Talking about over delivering, of course, if you want to over deliver in this video, be sure to hit that like button because that will help us in our community in growing this YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Number 5 on this list, as you can see, is of course being the middleman. Now, being a middleman, what do I mean with this term? You got to think about this. We're going into the section that gets more money per hour now. It's actually the old style of dropshipping. You got to see it like this. On this end, we've got the supplier of certain product, and on that end, we've got somebody who wants those products. Now, in between, you can help out, and each product that you sell for the supplier, you get a little bit of a share. Now, in this case, the middleman didn't get so much. But old style middleman, if you're the one in between certain companies and they're actually selling off a bigger product, which is high quality, but also a high priced and high valued product, all of a sudden you can get a lot more commission from that. For example, what I do in my case is I'm selling off a course in investing in stocks. Now the cool part is I always tell my clients, hey, if you know somebody who wants this product as well, you know what? You can actually recommend my product to them. What happens is you get a certain commission for being the middleman. All of a sudden, because you got to see it like this. I don't have to do advertising for this person. Now all of a sudden I get from one client, I get one new client. That's a great way to grow your community. Just like a YouTube channel like this, because if you subscribe, if you hit that subscribe button, it's a way to grow my community. All of a sudden, the people in your community will see the video as well. That's the middleman effect. In different kinds of products and different kinds of businesses, there's always a way to be a middleman. Now, for example, I'm in real estate, and if you haven't checked the channel out yet, I'm in real estate business very often. And what happens is, the moment I recommend a new client to my bank, I always say to the bank, hey, Mr. Bank, this is a new client. He came through me. What about it? And the bank will always say, you know what? Because you were the middleman, you brought in a new client, we'll help you out. Here's a little bit of a commission because you did a great job. And that's a great way to make big bucks as well. Now, these could charge you over $500 per hour just because you did a great job by referring a new client to their business. So think about it. If you're looking for this kind of a job as well, hey, I'm offering this same job as well to you when you're watching this. And I'll tell you this, if you do a great job, I could easily pay you over $200 an hour. But yes, only if you are interested. Okay, let's go to the last one. Number 6 on this list is, of course, property management. If you don't have the funds yet to buy real estate yourself, why not just start by managing other people's properties? Now you got to see it like this. I'm a real estate investor right now. Before I actually bought my first property, what I always did is I was always shadowing a different real estate agent. And instead of being the real estate agent, I always said, you know what? If you have to manage a certain property, you can give the task to me. I'm just checking it out. So those tenants in those properties, they actually can just call me and I'll just do all the work. And yes, it's hard work. I'll tell you this, it's hard work, but it's very rewarding because you get a lot of knowledge and yet you get paid at the same time as well. You're learning on the side, and if there's something that you don't really know, go check out with your real estate agent, the one you're shadowing. But in the end, he doesn't have to do the work. So what you need to do is you need to shadow that real estate agent. You'll get a lot of knowledge and you get paid on the side. And that's a great way to make a nice side hustle and learn a lot about the real estate investing world. And that's how I got my knowledge as well. Now, I didn't do this for a very long time. I accumulated money to be able to buy my first real estate property. And with that, of course, I could manage my own property in the beginning. That's how I got knowledge on learning, hey, this is how you manage a property. These are the things and aspects that you need to keep in mind to be able to have a good property, have good tenants in your home, and of course, have money on the side coming in. This could actually be from like $50 an hour, maybe up to several $100 per hour. Because in the end, you got to see it like this. The more property you manage, the more money you get per hour. And that's a great way. In the end, it's not having more properties means more work. Having more properties to manage could mean more work. But in the end, it's your job to take care of those things. And these are the 6 side hustles that you could start out right away to make money, starting from $10 an hour up to a couple of $100 per hour. The first thing, of course, is buying and selling off good domain names. Think about it. If you're just thinking, oh, this could be a great one, then go buy that one. Number 2 in this list, of course, is speaking English to Asian kids who actually just want to have a person to talk to. They can actually learn English when speaking to you in English. Number 3 is, of course, making and selling off study guides for university students, because in the end, there are a lot of information that you can learn and sell off to other people. Number 4 is going on clarity.fm and, of course, being that business advisor in all kinds of businesses. You have your talents, and everybody has their talents. Go check it out and sell your services and advice off to those people. Number 5 on this list, of course, is being the middleman. If you want to make commissions as a middleman, just like the old style drop shipping, go check that out. And of course, if you want to have a job like that, you can always reach out to me. I'll pay you a nice commission for you as well. Number 6, of course, is property management. If you want to learn how to do real estate, you can start by managing other people's property. And this is how you can make a nice side hustle without having a college degree. Thank you very much for watching today's video, of course. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And of course, every time a new video comes out and you want to be notified, be sure to hit that notification bell as well. I thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.